Welcome back, everyone.
Hello. Found a hard drive that didn't have the materials for. I love sitting here just making motors in the middle of a desert.
At least you had the stuff to do it.
Somehow, I mean, my inventory seems to be very full from many deaths.
You guys know what day it is?
It's Friday.
Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Gonna go into the weekend. I don't know how the song goes further, but yeah. It's a free tune. Little karaoke for you guys. Do you guys enjoy doing karaoke?
No.
I don't either.
Never.
I hate it. I don't know why people enjoy it. I guess if you're really blasted in your mind, but like, oh my god, every time I was pulled into a karaoke bar, I was like, oh god, where's the bar? I need lots of drinks for this.
Some people just like to be able to show what they can do, and they're drunk enough to do it. So
okay, but
I understand it. I hate.
The problem is that people typically overestimate themselves.
Yes, they do.
When it comes
but
to karaoke
the drunker
bars.
you get, the more you think you can.
I don't know. Maybe I was just not made for it.
Built different.
Yeah. But like, I also don't enjoy arcades at all.
Really?
I really don't like them.
Huh.
Okay,
All
that's
the games
surprising.
are silly.
You don't like the arcades, or you just don't like paying 75 cents for 2 minutes?
It's an obvious scam. How does no one see it? It's an obvious scam. That too.
Would you enjoy it like at some dude's house where they got like a really cool arcade downstairs?
No, I almost wouldn't care because all the games are crap anyway.
Well, there's a lot of good classics that I would not consider crap.
In my opinion. No, I mean, you call them classic, I would call them sharp.
Okay, good
But
news.
but again, it also is the gamer I am, okay? Like, I recognize that. Like, I enjoy, like, grand strategy, I like some Civilization.
Now, you're not exactly someone who wants
Age
to
of
pull up
Empires.
Pac-Man,
You're not
are
gonna
you?
find it at the arcade. At the arcade, you're gonna find, like, oh, you're on a bike, you're gonna race for 2 minutes, and, oh, well, you need a new coin. Ugh.
Okay. These all suck.
A lot of them aren't that bad anymore. Like Dave, you get like Dave and Buster's or whatever. I feel like you you can pay for like unlimited play for like $20 or something like that.
For how long?
All day.
Okay, that would be nice. $20 for an all-day pass, that would be nice, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
But like, what games, like, there's like games where like you shoot with like a plastic piece of the screen? Those type of things?
Yeah, sure. Like all the typical arcade games.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the ones that don't give out tickets.
Yeah, the all-day passes are all the game. Like it's not every single game in the place. The ones that give out tickets aren't included. Those like skee ball, that sort of stuff, you have to pay per game or whatever. But I could sit in an arcade and play skee ball for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
The skee ball's a good game. I
People are
enjoy that.
built different. What is skee ball game? What do you do in that game?
Like bowling. You throw a ball up a thing and you get it into a hole.
Is it like a physical game?
It's
Yeah.
like bowling, except you're tossing.
Oh.
You're trying to get into a hole instead of knocking over pins.
Okay, well that's a little more interesting.
It's actually like it's classic like a carnival style game.
Carnival.
Like the ticket stuff is always overpriced and whatever, like 10,000 tickets to get a ball, that sort of thing. But that's okay for me as well. Like, I don't know, it's all part of the arcade experience. I'm a fan of arcades. I like arcades.
Did you grow up with them?
Sure.
No, I didn't.
Maybe it's not. Is it a thing that exists in your country regularly, or is it?
There are some arcades, not in my town though. We had like kermis? Like a... Okay, so imagine like... They're typically run by like East Europeans. They come in, they find like a parking lot. They have like a little carousel that goes around. They got like little cars that bounce into each other. They got like... there are some quote-unquote arcade games, but it's more like the really cheap gambling games, like a coin machine that you like put a coin in and the coin gets pushed and stuff. What do you call that? Like a fair?
Sure.
I don't know what those like different levels, and your like coin is to push the other coins, and if you get them all down, then
Yeah.
you gain some coins.
And they very rarely, like the bigger ones have like bigger, like maybe it's got like a little roller coaster, but like really small one, of course. There was like a miniature haunted house there. It's like a miniature theme park on wheels. But they all sucked, so. I don't know. Like the problem is like, as a PC gamer, or like, it's just, everything at home was better. And like, I grew up with the best console of all time, which was the PlayStation 2. And
Okay,
my
so
God.
See, yeah, that's the thing. See, when you say everything at home is better, we're from a time when everything at home sucked. I mean,
Sure.
Now,
maybe,
for me,
but, like,
arcades were less arcades as they were like individual games that are spread out in like various stores and stuff like that. There weren't a lot of good arcades in my area. Like the mall had a decent one when malls mattered. But outside of that, it was like you go to the local grocery store and you get to go play Street Fighter for a while or something like that.
Could also be it. I mean, because I think it definitely is different on how you grow up. Because like I don't think arcades like evolved as much as like the home console did. Like if I had to pick between like, oh, you want to play like a crappy game outside we have to pay for, or you want to go home and play Ratchet and Clank, like, I mean, not hard.
I remember I remember the Neo Geo, which was trying to like cross between the two, where it actually like had like arcade quality stuff at home, and you could like go to the arcade, put in your memory card, then go home and continue the game.
Hey, hold up, Backrat.
Yeah.
How come we don't have the good screws unlocked yet? Okay, there's a recipe where you can make screws out of just iron bars.
I haven't seen that one.
Why don't we have that one yet? What's happening?
Why is that one a big deal?
That was a massive deal. Because then you can skip a whole row of iron rod makers.
Okay, if I see that, I'll unlock it.
Okay. Because, oh my god. Okay, I literally can't do anything.
I like how you're complaining when you're not looking for these.
But yeah, well, listen. Okay, that's your department. You're the explorer.
At the moment, I am, yes.
Society.
I'm the ass man, and Goose the scat man. And no, Goose the computer oil man. Oily computers.
Oily computers.
Do you know what scat is, Good? It's a technique in singing where they go where they don't use words. They go like that is literally what scat means. Okay, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but if you think something else, you guys are all degenerate. Okay, it's gross. Grow up. Okay. Learn something about the world.
Yes, because you have no knowledge of this.
You guys disgust me. Okay, especially you, Beckrat. I expected better from you.
Yeah, Packrat. I'm also disgusted.
Well, I'm totally ashamed.
Can I hear a good
by whatever
from you,
this
Good?
is.
Good, can you do a good ugh? Good.
You don't get an ult from him today.
You get an ugh, please? Okay, good. Imagine...
Oh, cool.
Imagine you were putting a Big Mac in a blender and adding oyster sauce and then eating it. Can I get that good ugh? Ugh. Good? Hello? Good? Can you... Good? Can you have a blow for me? In the mouth? Hello? Good? Good?
Guude's opinion has left the building.
Come out and throw up. Good.
I got up for a second. I don't know what you're saying to me.
Oh god. Can you do a good for us?
No. I'm glad I missed whatever it was, though.
Okay, well, you're back and I'm embarrassed. Okay, let's move on.
Were you eating scat?
Yeah, sure. Practically.
Practically.
It's a good meme.
I had to stand up for a second, so I did not hear whatever you said wrongly.
Are we recording right now in an episode?
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Where'd you start?
Sometimes, listen, emergencies happen. Emergency situation, you know. You gotta adapt. You gotta live your life around the
Pee
things.
yourself
That,
again?
did you say that I pee myself again?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, last time was bad, but hopefully this time was better.
I mean, listen, you know, I'm pretty old now, Arkas. And as you get older, your bladder control gets worse and worse.
You can get like a little baggie and a little tube, and whoop. A catheter.
What was that
You can do it.
sound? Baggy in a
That's
tube
the
of
sound of a
poop?
catheter entering. I'm just saying, okay? There are resources out there good for your problems.
Should I call someone? You think, or?
It depends. I mean, you might want to get some help when it's your first time, but hopefully you're able to do it yourself.
I don't think he knows
what
what he just said, but that was funny.
No, we're talking about medical stuff. We might. It's possible that like this series goes on for so long that we'll be playing this in like a retirement home together.
I can see that.
The
I think we
plus
should.
side- The plus side is that we'll be playing LAN, which means less latency. That's something to look forward to, guys. Woo!
I feel like we'll discover faster networks as time goes on, to where there'll be a much lower latency even over the internet.
I'm wondering if there's going to be like the corporation going to just artificially try to curtail it to make it you still have to pay for fees and stuff like that. Though I don't know. I've gotten less optimistic over time about stuff like that. Okay, next recipe. Alternative for the basic frame, high-speed connector, and smart plating. The smart plating is what we only need temporarily until we run out of it, because that's one of the things we ship up into the sky.
Screws!
Screws isn't one of them.
Screws!
Okay, steel frame, alternative for the basic frame or alternative for high-speed connectors?
Screws!
Alright, I'm just gonna pick the connectors then, fine. Weren't you working on frames?
No, we're trying to get screws.
What
Well,
what do I type
screws
to
you.
get a calculator in game?
And
And
then that bar. Use it as your Google. Did you pick screws, Packrat? I missed it.
No!
Oh.
I guess 6.
So this one takes 250 screws a minute. Oh, I need the screws, Packrat. Oh, it's so important.
I just started another one, didn't I? Did not. My last one. Until I find more.
You just had less hard drive, you said?
This is my last hard drive until I find more, yeah.
I think this is gonna be the one.
I hope it is.
Watch his screws come up in the thing I'm looking for.
Well, then you have to pick screws. It is your duty.
Duty. Maybe he is a scat man.
It's I will say it's an unfortunate naming of a technique.
It is.
I feel like that came before the other thing though, because the concept of scat is really old.
Right.
Like Louis Armstrong did it a lot in his songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Louis Armstrong impression.
Well, then that means that somebody had a really bad opinion for that because they then made the alternative use of that word.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that word has become, I feel like, more popularized. I guess technical terms for music also don't really get that popular amongst the common folk either, so it doesn't help. Yeah.
Hopefully this one doesn't take motors.
I mean, who are we to say? We can't knock it till we try it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a professional vocalist, but I think I'm pretty good at it. Would you try a scat with your mouth, Packrat?
You choked just a bit there, and it's nothing related.
Does that happen? I mean, that might happen your first time too. You never know. Throw up a little. What are we doing, Guude? We need to stop. Okay.
Can be rough on your throat.
It's time to stop. I'm pulling it. It's time to stop.
You guys don't know how to stop.
Well, I'm stopping this now. Okay, we're new topic.
The fact that you want to stop makes Guude want to keep going now.
Cauliflower, good, bad, or no opinion? Good, you're first. Like
this is the best you have.
This is a start.
This is a start.
What are you eating?
Nothing.
Cauliflower?
I'm not eating. What are you talking about?
You are.
Nope.
You are.
No.
You are.
You are?
This is good content. So anyway. Cauliflower. What do you like it, Good? Do you cook with it often?
I don't cook with it often, no. I don't know. I like cauliflower. You know, Costco has this freeze-dried cauliflower right now. It's one of the temporary thing.
Free-range?
Freeze-dried.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's funny.
It's actually really good. It's like crunchy and salty.
You have it for long?
Yeah. It's like beef jerky.
So I know. So I would always blanch my cauliflower. I've sometimes fried it like a steak. Didn't turn out that great, honestly. You can add cheese and stuff too, but the blanching is the best with like a cheesy bechamel. That's great. Typically, maybe some nutmeg, maybe.
I hate this game.
But the cool thing about broccoli is that because broccoli and cauliflower are like two cousins, right?
Two cousins.
And broccoli is a lot more versatile, I feel like. Like broccoli in the wok is great.
I don't cook with broccoli a lot either.
What about broccolini?
I like broccolini more than I like broccoli.
I don't know if I need to try to find broccolini. I haven't seen it in my store. But I don't know. Packrat, off to you.
The frick is broccolini?
What is broccolini? It's like broccoli, but like a little weirdly shaped, longer, thinner.
I think it's the same plant. It's just earlier in its growth, maybe, or is it a different plant?
It could be a variation of the plant.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I don't know either. I just spitballing. Yeah, Packrat, what do you think of cauliflower?
I like cauliflower.
Do you eat it often?
Often? No.
So you don't like it that much?
I have a lot of variety. But I would if it was something I ate often, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
You ever made like a cauliflower steak, Arkas?
Well, if by that you mean like cutting your cauliflower in like a steak shape and then frying it in a pan,
Yeah, exactly.
then yes. But that,
Not a
I
fan.
don't know. I sort of miss that sort of beef flavor, you know?
No, it's not meant to replace a steak.
Well, here's the problem is that like you call it a steak. That was your first mistake, or whoever made it.
Mistake.
How do you? Okay, no, of course that's okay. Yeah, I made a little I guess I cooked a quote unquote steak. Is it? No, it was a fillet. Is what you call it. I cooked a fillet last week in some mushroom.
Oh, how did your beef Wellington come out?
Some people have said it came out perfect.
But you had to eat it.
Well, it was my first one, so I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like the beef Wellington judge expert over here, because I feel like you have to like eat a bunch of them before you can like have a good understanding what exactly you want out of it.
Good.
But it tastes
I've
great.
never had. I'll be honest. I've never had one. Would you have that same opinion on that, or is it like just so good that you should instantly know whether or not it's good?
It was really nice. I think the color came out real good as well. It was I made my because you wrap it in prosciutto, which is quite salty, and my duxelle was also seasoned. I think it was seasoned well for everything, but like the problem is I laid out too much prosciutto, so when I wrapped my fillet, the ends were like a lot of prosciutto and quite some duxelle, and that was a bit salty. Because it wasn't a mix of the. Well, I mean, beef Wellington is like a really big sandwich if you think about it, right? It's like a big burrito, sort of.
Dude, you still there?
I'm here. I'm listening to Arkas.
Okay. What's your? I've never, like I said, I've never had one. So I don't know.
I didn't quite understand your question.
Yeah, I've never had a beef Wellington. So is it like, is it so good that when it's made properly that it's just, or
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Arkas as much as I could. I had to mow my grass and stuff, and I think his turned out really good. I don't like the recipe he used because it cuts out some of the things I think makes it better. But his looked really good, and I imagine it tasted really good.
It tasted really good.
I think he and yeah, I think it enhances a steak in only positive ways. Like if you already like steak, then it makes a steak like next level better.
It's not a steak though. It's a fillet, right?
Well, a filet mignon is a steak. I mean, you are cooking it in a larger size than like almost like a roast size, I guess. But you don't have to.
Yeah, fair enough. I the terminology a bit messed up. Maybe I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, you can go into any steak restaurant's going to serve a fillet, you know?
Sure. I don't know how to... I'm stuck. Off my way out. I'm trapped. I don't know how I managed to do this.
I would consider it a steak. I don't know if that's right.
Well, I feel like a steak is typically not served like a beef Wellington. I mean, I just know that you call the thing like a fillet. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between a steak and a fillet. My guess would be that like a steak is more cut like a steak. Oh, am I done?
A filet mignon is just a cut of steak. It's the beef tenderloin.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, sure.
Time's up.
It's so different than the ribeye or the strip or any of the other cuts of beef. It's just a cut of the beef. That's all.
Yeah. I'm not up to date with the way that all works, the whole naming system for that.
Well, no good ones in that one.
No screws?
I picked up one more while I was waiting for that one to finish. No screws. It was concrete, fabric, and one of the things that we use for the Space Needle.
Space Needle.
Which is, in my opinion, I'd rather unlock those dead last.
Sure.
Well, I guess we can discuss what is and is not a stake again in the next episode.
I'm sure we will.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Howdy, howdy, ha.
Bye, everybody.
Outro.